It's been 20 years. Welcome to the stream. I haven't thought about Chao in so long. It used to be such a huge obsession of mine, and my brother's, actually. We both used to take turns messing around Sonic Adventure and pulling up the Chao Garden and just taking care of our little creature gremlins. Hey Prinny, hey Wee. Hey Mad Omega, good to see you all. It's been 20 years since I pulled up the save file, though. Or maybe not 20 years, probably closer to like 15. But still, it was an obsession for us in the aughts, let's say. And ever since the turn of the decade in 2010, and god, it's been another one of those since then. Where has the time gone? I just haven't gone back and looked at them. So, all of this is my childhood memories, and I remember little bits and pieces. And I'll get to share what memories I have of them along the way, but for the most part, this is going to be jumping back in blind and seeing just what I remember, and just what I don't. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, yes indeed! Hey Apple, good to see ya. And that was just at my house the last 5 days. It's true, we made fun food. Ooh, that sounds like fun! We made gumbo over here to last us the week. Gumbo has been a good staple food for us. It makes a big batch and lasts a while. Hey Faye, it's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Trying to gather my thoughts here. I kind of rushed myself into this because I waited until the last possible second to throw the stream together, but Apple did ask me to do this, or I mean, Apple prompted me to do this, let's say. Apple opened a channel in her server called Chao Garden, or Chao Posting? Chao Garden. And, that prompted me to think to myself, well, I should go back and look at the Chao Gardens, of course. It's been ages. I could show everybody what I was up to as a kid. And then it just kind of snowballed and turned into, okay, we're gonna turn this into a thing, I guess. It's gonna be a whole stream. So, now we're here. Give me just another moment to collect myself. Slurp some water. Most of my experience with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle was farming the animals to feed the chows. Oh yes! That was for most of us! I keep wondering why Sega doesn't bring it back, and the only thing I can come up with is that, the A-Life system that powers the Chao must have been licensed to Sega and owned by the person who made it. And then when they left, Sega couldn't use it anymore. They'd either have to rewrite a new one from scratch, or maybe it's under lock and key with copyright or something. But the idea and concept of Chao themselves is still Sega's. And just that the underlying principles of having a Chao Garden might not be? And that's a huge fucking stretch. Prinny says, option B, Sega hates fun and money. We know this already. When it comes to Sonic, Sega is allergic to money. They could have had a tiny Chao Garden on mobile devices ages ago, and they're leaving money on the table by doing that. We all know this. But, like, I think there was something special about the way it worked back in the day that can't be replicated anyway. It's the goddamn Game Boy Advance link cable. Or the VMU in the Dreamcast. Like, sure, you could have a tiny Chao Garden on your phone and then upload it through a server to the main Sonic game where you could have 8 Chao in a garden or whatever. I'm sure they could pull that off somehow, but it just wouldn't be the same, you know? Could also just be a lot of effort to get the Chao Garden together, especially on HD consoles. It could be. But I don't feel like that's it. I feel like if it was just down to that, they would have had a Chao Garden by now. People have been asking for literal ages. And, hey, maybe it's to come. Who knows? Hi, Prinny, I see your message. Kipty. Or, I guess that's Matt's photo. That's very good. We love when kitties become part of streams. I mean, that's also another part of the appeal of Chao, is that they're like your little pets. And we sure took care of ours, in strange ways. Hylian says, I don't know much about Chao Gardens, but I think there are supposed to be some little guys involved. Yes, there are supposed to be little guys waddling all over the screen. Apple says, have you seen a good HD Chao model that can anamorph into all possible varieties of Chao? Let me think about this. Probably not. But let me check my notes. Chao container, Chao and Chaos drive, Chaos emeralds, no Chao. Okay, well, nope. No such thing exists. Probably because nobody wants to make it. Just remember that Chao, Chaos, and Chaos are all different. Yes, don't forget that they are Chaos drives and not Chaos drives. Even though you use them on Chao to make the Chao evolve, but they are Chaos drives that you put on the Chao. And don't forget the Chaos emeralds, which, sealed away Chaos in the Master Emerald, and Chaos is the keeper of Chao, and there's all of this lore, and all of it is named the exact same goddamn thing. I'd feed tiny phoenixes to my cat so he could have phoenix powers if I could. Would that I could work like that in real life. Why don't we get started? Let me switch over to, switch the monitor. The good old funny colored bars. Alright. Click. It already forgot the time and date that I set in the 5 minutes that the GameCube has been off. Lovely. Chao, Chaos, and Chaos is kind of like there, and there. Except worse. Hey, chat, is it 2084? This is important to my Chao being happy and healthy. I have to make sure the calendar is working correctly. It probably isn't important at all, but, like... 27... 6. And then the time is... close enough o'clock. 16, 18. Good enough. We gotta be perfect. Let's see, we went forward in time 60 years. Or the GameCube had a concussion and went forward in time 60 years. It's okay. It's okay, little one. It's still 2004. You're still my favorite childhood console.